The top 1% of Google Ads managers are winning right now, but everybody else, they are gambling and potentially with your money. I'm one of the 1%, 14 years in the industry, $130 million in client spend, personally managed, and $1.1 billion in revenue generated. And the thing that separates us from the other 99% isn't tactics at all. It isn't Google Ads related. It's not AI. It certainly isn't keywords. It's one decision that most people in this industry especially have never even thought to make. So today, whether you're running ads yourself or paying someone to run them for you, this video is for you. And the decision I'm talking about, you've probably made the wrong version of it this week without realizing. Guys, managing Google Ads is harder than it ever has been. 53% of professionals across 50 different countries say it's worse than it was 2 years ago. Only 16% say it's easier. The number? One reason. Google is making more decisions that you can't see. Can't override them, can barely understand them. The gap between 1% and the 99% is widening fast. So before I get into the detail, picture this. It's 9 AM on a Tuesday. The account manager logs in. CPA is up 40% over the weekend. The client's already emailed. They're asking what's going on. They see a keyword that spent $400 and hasn't converted. The account manager's heart rate's up, panicking a little bit. So he lowers bids on 3 campaigns, throws in a couple of negatives, paws the keyword. They email the client saying, I've taken action. This is what I've done. But 3 weeks later, they find out that that keyword had been the best converter inside the account for 6 months. The weekend was a tracking glitch. The CPA is now worse, not better, because the manager panicked. I have audited thousands of accounts over 14 years. I've seen this exact sequence in almost every single one of them. It's not a knowledge mistake. They knew not to do it, and they did it anyway. So let me dive deep into this. Daniel Kahneman won the Nobel Prize for explaining why this happens. Your brain has 2 modes. It has a fast emotional one and a slow analytical one. Under stress, the analytical one shuts off. Steve Peters built a sports psychology program around the same idea for the British Olympic team. He calls the emotional brain the chimp. The chimp moves faster than you can think. So under pressure, your chimp acts before your analytical brain has even noticed that there's a decision to make. That's the Tuesday morning panic in one sentence. The chimp pauses the keyword. You find out 3 weeks later. So guys, I can hear you. Why does that matter when it comes down to Google Ads? Well, it matters because the 1% have built systems to catch the chimp. The 99% don't even know it's the one driving. And there are 2 specific moves the chimps pull inside the Google Ads account that are responsible for almost every wasted dollar that I've ever ordered. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. 2 specific patterns destroy more accounts than every bad keyword strategy combined. Both are wired into your brain. You can't switch them off. You can only build systems to catch them. The first is loss aversion. Kahneman proved that the pain of losing money is roughly twice as strong as the pleasure of gaining the same amount. So losing $100 hurts about as much as gaining $200 feels. Measured across 4,000 people in 19 countries. Pretty factual. So, inside of an ad account, when CPA goes up for 3 days, your brain processes it as twice as urgent as it actually is. You feel it. You have to do something. The thing you do is almost always wrong, because 3 days is not enough data. I've had clients call on day 2 of a launch wanting to know why we're not profitable yet. Their loss aversion is firing. Mine isn't, because I've trained it out of me. We hold, we get the data, we decide on day 14, not on day 2. And the second is incredibly interesting. It's something Kahneman called, what you see is all there is. Your brain treats the data that you can see as if it's all the data that exists in the world. A manager looks at an account and sees 50 clicks with no conversions, concludes the campaign is broken. What they're not seeing is the attribution lag, the conversion window that hasn't closed, the form fill that came in at 2 AM. And this is the gold mine where I make the most money for clients. Not by changing things, by stopping the last agency from changing things. I'll inherit an account restructured 4 times in the last 8 months because the previous freelancer was reacting to incomplete data every day. I leave it alone. I ensure that performance comes back. The client thinks I'm a genius. I just know that 30 clicks isn't a sample size. WordStream studied 15,000 Google Ads accounts. The average wastes over $1,400 a month. 1 in 4 records 0 conversions in any given month. That's not a market problem. That's a decision problem. And the fix doesn't come from anyone in our industry. It comes from a man who spent 30 years studying why people lose money in a completely different game. Come on guys, you've all seen it. The traders. Most traders aren't traders. They're gamblers who think that they're traders, right? The difference is whether they've defined their risk before they enter the position or not. That's from Mark Douglas. ridiculous. 30 years studying why traders lose money. The moment that I read it, I realized it was the most accurate sentence that I had ever read about Google Ads. Because a real trader knows two numbers before they place a single trade. The entry, what they're trying to hit, the stop loss, the point at which they admit that they were wrong and take the L and walk away. Both decided in advance, when their head is clear. So when the trade goes against them, the chimp does not get a vote. A gambler hasn't defined either. They enter on a feeling, they exit on a feeling. They double down when they're losing because admitting the loss feels worse than risking more. I had a US real estate client, home buyers, big margin per deal. Before we launched, we agreed on two numbers. In writing, target cost per qualified lead was $150. Kill threshold, if a campaign sat at $220 or above for 2 weeks straight, it dies. Both signed off before launch. First week, CPAs ran at $300 plus. The client got nervous, wanted me to make changes. Pause this, change that. React to the early numbers. Let the chimp out. But I pushed back. We'd agreed the rules. 2 weeks at $220 or worse, we act. Until then, we hold. Week 6, the account was at $127 a lead. Under target, profitable. The campaigns matured exactly the way Google Ads campaigns do when you let them. If I'd have made the changes the client wanted to make in week 1, the campaign would have never ever stabilized. The client would have concluded that PPC didn't work and they would have moved on. And that's the difference between investing and gambling in one account. The pre-committed rules let me push back. The pushback gave the campaigns time. The time delivered the result. And if you can't answer those numbers before you launch, and if you can't push back on a panicking client when the data hasn't matured, you're not running campaigns. You're gambling with somebody else's money. So before I show you the full system the 1% use to stop themselves gambling, let's see exactly where you are right now. What I want you to do is a quick exercise. If you run your own ads, pause the video, open your biggest campaign, write down the kill CPA, the number at which you'd actually shut it off. If you pay someone else to run your ads, message a Google Ads person right now and ask, what's the kill CPA on our biggest campaign? If they answer this in a very specific way, they're doing the job. If they hedge or send back a paragraph instead of a number, you've found your problem. Drop what you find in the comments, then come back because I'm about to walk you through the exact system that I've used for 14 years to stop my own chimp from making decisions that cost people like you money. So here's how I actually run my day. This is the boring part, but that is the entire point. When I see something in a client account, a CPA spike, a conversion drop, an AI recommendation, anything that triggers a reaction in me, I don't act. I write it down. I write what I saw, what I'm tempted to do, what data supports it, what outcome I'd expect. It takes me 60 to 90 seconds to do. Then I close my notes. I work on a different account. Sometimes I make a cup of tea or I watch 15 minutes of nothing. The point is letting the emotional charge fade. Steve Peters calls it giving the chimp time to lose interest. I just call it not being an idiot at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. So I come back hours later or the next morning sometimes if it's not an urgent optimization and read my own note in the cold light of day. Same question every time. Would I still make this decision now? About half the time, the answer is no. And every time the answer is no, I've just saved the account from a mistake my chimp wanted me to make. After years of this, something more powerful happens. Your chimp actually starts learning the rules, starts behaving himself. It still notices the spike, but it doesn't grab the wheel anymore. It's almost like a mini version of the analytical brain installs itself inside of the emotional one. You see the spike, you feel the urge passes before you act. That's not theory, that's what happens after a decade of experience. Surgeons figured this out before we did. Atul Gawande ran a study with the World Health Association across 8 hospitals in 8 countries. They introduced a 19-item surgical safety checklist. Inpatient deaths after major surgery dropped by more than 40%. These weren't bad surgeons. Under pressure, even experts skip steps they already know. So I built my own checklist. I don't scale on day 1 of fresh data. I don't change more than 1 variable at a time, ever. Change 2 and you'll never know which one moved performance. I don't trust an AI recommendation until I've validated it manually. I don't restructure an account in the first 2 weeks of taking it over, no matter how broken it looks. I'm careful with the way I restructure accounts in the first 2 weeks of taking it over. No matter how bad it looks, I always look underneath the hood because I need a clear baseline. The 1% all have rules like this. Different rules from mine, but all of us have written them down. All of us follow them under pressure and all of us know what happens when we don't. And if you're a business owner watching this, here's how you spot it from the outside with very limited PPC knowledge. Ask whoever runs your Google Ads account 3 questions on your next meeting with them. Show me your operating rules. What are your operating rules? What do you do when you want to react to the data, but it isn't ready? And when did you last refuse to make a change a client asked for? If they have real answers, written rules, a story about pushing back, a clear cooling off process, you've got one of the 1%. If they freeze or talk vaguely about experience, you've got the other 99%. Now, there's one honest objection to everything I've just said. Anyone who's been doing this for a long time will be thinking it, and if I don't address it, this video doesn't earn its time. There's a researcher called Gary Klein who studied elite firefighters. What he found is that genuine experts under pressure don't pause and analyse. They look at a situation and their gut tells them what to do. And their gut is right. He co-wrote a paper with Kahneman about exactly this. They agreed. Intuition is real and reliable, but only in environments that are regular and where feedback comes back fast. A firefighter spends thousands of hours in similar buildings, getting immediate feedback on every single decision that they make. Their gut becomes trained. Google Ads is not that environment. Attribution windows are getting longer. Smart bidding is making decisions that you can't see. Conversion lag is normal. The feedback loop is slow and it's getting slower. Untrained intuition in 2026, Google Ads is more dangerous than ever. And guys, I mentioned this account in my last video, an Australian gym equipment company spending around $52,000 a month on non-converting keywords. $52,000 a month. When I took it over, the timeline looked like panic. Multiple account managers in 6 months. Campaigns running on autopilot for weeks. Then sudden bursts of changes where you can almost see where the client said something to them. Broad match thrown in everywhere. DSA pointed at every page. Structure ripped up and rebuilt. The account was managed by people letting AI and the client make decisions for them with no conversion data underneath it. I reversed it. Stripped out broad match, rebuilt a single keyword ad group, phrase and exact match only campaign, reinstated multiple of them, reinstated DSAs but pointed at specific service pages we knew converted. 3 months later, that account had gone from $1.20 in revenue per dollar to $4 per dollar spent. We'd scaled spend by 186% on top. Nothing I did was revolutionary. Nothing was a tactic. It was just, for the first time in that account's life, somebody following the rules instead of reacting. Now, the 1% aren't people who never use intuition. We're people who've trained hours over thousands of hours. My chimp is reliable now because it's been calibrated over 14 years. I earned the right to trust my gut because I spent 10,000 hours making decisions slowly before I was allowed to make them quickly. The 99% have neither. Untrained intuition, no protocol to catch it. Just a chimp at the wheel and a credit card on the file. If you're hiring someone to run your Google Ads, this is the question that matters. Not what tactics they use, not what AI. So if you're hiring someone to run your Google Ads, this is the question that matters. Not what tactics they use, not what AI tools they like. What protocol do you follow when you want to react and the data isn't there yet? If they can't answer, they're not managing your money, they are gambling with it. So guys, I've built a worksheet for you that captures all of it. The 4-step protocol, the entry and stop loss framework, the cooling off rules, the kill number template, everything's inside of it. Everything you'd need to install this inside of your own brain or to ask of from whoever's running ads for you now. Free, link in the description. The next time someone pitches you the latest tactic, the new bidding strategy, the AI tool that's going to fix everything, ask them one question. How do you manage the psychology of your decision when an account starts losing money? Watch their face. They've never been asked. And that, more than anything else they'll ever tell you, is why their accounts won't perform. So guys, if you've enjoyed this video and you've learned from it, hit like, hit subscribe. Go and watch this video here. It's about bid strategies. It will help educate you on some of these decisions that chimp can make for you. And I'll catch you in the next one.